Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Universal Show, a Diz Unlimited podcast where we talk all things Universal because we are UO fans. This and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Universal vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. We couldn't do it without you. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Today, I am Ryno. I am the executive producer in these here pods, and joining me for our Universal conversation today is our theme park correspondent, Chloe Fiera.
Hello.
A fire and a Ferreira. What did I say? Fiera.
Fiera, yeah.
Oh, it was because I was going to make a joke about fire, and in my head I mixed up my syllables. I literally wrote. Okay. Now I don't know. You related to that guy from Wicked? Fiero?
Fiera? No, I'm not.
No.
Maybe Sky Ferreira or America Ferreira.
America Ferreira?
Well, maybe.
Academy Award nominee America Ferreira?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I know we have a big day ahead of us today, so... Universal news first, which is always fun. How are you doing?
I am fine. I am constantly trying to set up new things, and so right now the switcher is by my right knee. That's why my hand is under the desk. So it's propped up on a box. I was trying to keep the area clean of cables and everything like that, and try and make it look a little nicer, a little bit more sleek and clean. And I haven't found out what works yet for me.
Well,
I'm thinking about a little box here. A box here. So this computer that I hate can go over here. But unfortunately, it's the only computer that has the software that can run the switcher, even though if I could do it all on one computer, I would.
Yeah. We also need to find a good home for the Epic Universe Chronos that's sitting off camera.
I know. You know, the problem with this fella here is it's just so tall and heavy. You could clock someone to death with it. You know what? We'll put him right here for now. But it could be. I think up there we'll just have to remove the top shelf. But then you're only going to see this much of it. But I can't wait for Epic Universe. But yeah. So today we're going to be talking about Mardi Gras announced some dates. There's a special new offer, and then at the very end of this episode we're going to be playing a fun little game. At least I think it's fun.
Ooh, I don't know about it, so this is going to be a fun little surprise.
You had to be in the shadows. No, in the dark is what I was looking for. What we do in the shadows is up to us. But why don't we start with this new Universal offer? Okay.
Yes.
You hear about this? Chloe, did you hear about it?
I did hear about this.
Could you tell me about it?
I can absolutely tell you about it. Just bear with me pulling up the information. There's a lot of information covering it. I'm going to try to just simplify it down a bit. But essentially, Universal has their own dining plan. Fans have been clamoring for the Disney dining plan to come back, and now Universal has their own, which is kind of like a...
Do you remember back in the day, did you ever go when it was the unlimited dining thing? Anybody could buy it?
I did one package with my family, I believe.
It was before...
Almost too good to be true.
Yeah, it was one of those things I could not believe it, because it was one of those... I went with a friend one day, and they had a kid, and they're like, yeah, we do this, and then Carter can get his snacks whenever he needs it, and I was just one of those where I was like, how do they make money on this? And I got, but those days are gone. But this one that you're about to read about sounds pretty good.
This one, yeah. So for the first time ever, Universal Orlando Resort announced an all-new dining card vacation package, which includes a food and beverage dining card. So you can use that at any of the dining locations, quick service, table service, and also snack stands, worth up to $1,000 for travel between November 7th and April 10th, 2025, which...
That's a really big chunk of time.
It's a big chunk of time, but also really quick before I get into the details here. Does this hint towards when Epic is opening?
I don't know.
April 10th is the last day for this deal.
You think that's why the cutoff is April? Yeah, 2025, right?
It's before Easter, so maybe they're opening.
And in my heart of hearts, there's that small part of me where I'm like, is it going to be by Memorial Day? Right? Yeah. I would think so. I would think so, but I don't know. It could be, maybe it'll be by... Well, because then Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
No, yeah.
Sorry.
So the package, the details are you have to book a minimum 4-night stay with a 4-day ticket. There's also packages that are, longer than that as well. The card value is determined on your length of stay and also by the hotel that you're staying at. So for example, if you book a 4-night hotel package with a 4-day 2-park tickets for your group at Portofino Bay, Hard Rock, or Lowe's Royal Pacific. That includes an $800 dining card for the 4 nights. For 5 nights, you get $1,000 of a dining card.
So
that's the top
like
tier one.
The $200 bonus to eat
for one more night.
Yeah, and then what's the price of the hotel, right?
Right, and all of those also include express. So like.
Yeah,
bougie.
So yeah, you're getting the food and you're getting the attraction thing. It's one of those where you're like, all right, if I can stomach
balling
it
on a budget,
yeah,
honestly, that's a great deal
for real.
Yeah. So some of the other ones,
for real,
realsies. Oh yeah,
for real, Ferreira. You did it.
The package below that, so this includes Sapphire Falls, Cabana Bay. A 4-night package includes a $500 dining card. A 5-night package includes a $600 dining card. Next below that is the Aventura Hotel, the Stella Nova, and the Terra Luna, the new resorts coming to Epic Universe. The 4-night package includes a $400 dining card. The 5-night includes a $500 dining card. The last one includes Endless Summer, Surfside, and Dockside. And that is a 4-night package for $300 of a dining card. 5-night package includes $400 of a dining card. So, I mean, no matter your budget, where you're looking to stay, this is an awesome deal.
I'm sorry. I was reading through my notes really quick. Is this for all resorts, or what resorts was this for? Hotels, excuse me.
This includes all resorts. It's just broken up by tier depending on your length of stay, and by the hotel, it determines the value of the dining card.
That's incredible.
It includes the 2 new Epic Universe resorts as well,
that's what I just heard you say, and I was like, is that just because they're new?
Because they're opening, I believe they're opening in February, so those will be included.
Wow.
Then.
That literally, that is, so this is the thing I've always said about Universal, like their, what's their top tier class? The deluxe resorts. Yeah. Is that like there's more bang for your buck there because the price. Express. Oh my God, yeah, because that can fluctuate anywhere from I don't know what it starts at, but it's definitely like you can bank on spending over $100 on it. I feel like.
Oh, per day.
Yeah, per day.
Per person.
And that's where you're like, okay, 4 people. And I'm doing this from an adult perspective. So let's say it's not one income based family. Let's say it's 4 different incomes. You're splitting a hotel 4 ways. You're having a gals weekend, or whatever guys call it. And
man cave weekend.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that. A cave crawl.
A cave crawl.
And you're heading out there. It's like, okay, we're splitting. So let's I'm just going to throw out imaginary numbers. Let's say it's a $500 a night hotel stay. You got 4 adults, 4 different incomes in there. They're splitting it 4 different ways. Okay, that's $125 a night per person. But guess what? Now that includes your food and express.
It's park tickets too. You have to buy.
And the park tickets.
It's a full
yes.
package.
Yeah.
Around that.
But I'm just like phasing. Okay, so I'm saying in relation. Let's remove the park ticket separate part of your budget.
Yeah.
That express and the food just zapped the price of the hotel. Like that's literally like that all included is well over that price. And even factoring in, the 4 or 5 day park ticket, obviously we don't have numbers this second, but if you want those numbers, you know where you can go. A Dreams Unlimited travel agent will happily give you a no obligation quote today. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com.
Absolutely.
You can say, hey, I'm just kind of thinking about it. There's this offer. Can I throw out a couple dates to you? Different hotels. Could I get it back? They will 100% do that for you. And then if you're like, no, it's not for me. No harm, no foul. It doesn't cost you anything to do it.
Yeah. So
I think a lot of people get nervous about asking. That's the only thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm one of those people. That's why I emphasize it.
An email is the easiest thing you could do for yourself.
Oh, thank God it's an email, because I would never be able to do this on a phone.
It starts around Christmas time, so it's a good time to go for
the holidays.
Christmas festivities. It starts November 7th, and honestly, this is a great time to go to Universal before the crowds pick up when Epic opens.
Yep.
So I feel like this is just a win all around.
Well, I was going to say, it's a great time. I know it starts later, but so you have the holidays and things like that. It's right now. I feel like there is a lot of value in visiting Universal before Epic Universe even opens. Honestly, I think it's that sort of like I don't even want to say like a swell before the tidal wave.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah, but it is one of those because I'm like it's not like the park's dead right now. It's not, but it's not like it's
still
not
pretty
jammed.
steady.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's so I mean I want to be honest about it, but like I saw Sensational the other night, and that's only running through the end of summer, right? And then the parade goes until like November,
Christmas time.
Yeah, until they switch it over to the holidays. But it's one of those things where I saw the parade again, I saw the show again, and I was just like, man, these are good. Like, this is next level. Like, this is not. I've been coming to Universal since I was a little kid. Like, I think since pretty much it opened, and I loved it when I was a kid. But this is like, I know sometimes it gets a lot of comparisons to like Disney and. It's not on that same level of a product, and I think they have more than proven that they are at that level, if not sometimes exceeding that level. I mean, look at Diagon Alley, look at these like really immersive themed lands, and in the same way, I'm also, I'm not going to say like there haven't been like, one step forward, a step forward, step back sort of thing every now and then, but it's just like it is not the park it was. If you haven't been in like 5 years, even, I think there's a lot to enjoy. Velocicoaster, there's a lot going on, and I think about like experiencing that, not having to worry about I'll just eat wherever I want, but also like I don't know, the Express Pass, that changes everything. Like I feel like you can enjoy everything on a leisurely pace. It feels like demure. Very elegant.
That's the word of the day. Go Pee-wee.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. I again, if you want to, and this offer's live now, right? So somebody could just call.
Yes.
Somebody could.
November 7th
call
to April 10th is when it's valid for the travel dates. But yeah.
Okay. So awesome. I mean, again, reach out to a Dreams Unlimited travel agent, and they will get you started on a quote or anything like that. I'm like, when you told me the price, I really was like shocked, because I was like, I don't think I eat $1,000 worth of food. And I'm a piggy when I'm on vacation.
Yeah. Well, it includes snacks too. So all of your favorite Wizarding World snacks that you get around, and butterbeer.
Crepes too. I love the crepes when they have the crepes.
Oh, I think you said grapes. I was like, sure.
Grapes. I love it. You know what I love at Universal? Grapes.
Yeah, those crepes are really good though in Central Park. I'm craving one of those. Let's go.
I love something like this where it gives you the opportunity to be able to like, I feel like it loosens the constraint of your budget a little bit, so you're more willing to try different things that you're like, you know what, I am going to try that really weird, awful sounding thing. And maybe it will be awful, but you'll be like, but I tried it now, and now I have a picture of it, and now I have a story.
And it was like free.
Yeah, I am 100% guilty of that. So I am one of those people. But yeah, I mean, do it. Do it, baby.
Let's go.
So lots to look forward to, and obviously this runs until what did you say, Chloe?
This runs until April 10th, 2025.
Well, that's good. That's important, because the thing I want to talk about next is it runs not only over the holidays, but it also runs over Mardi Gras, because we have the dates for Mardi Gras 2025.
We sure do.
Yeah, no details yet specifically, but Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnaval is back February 1st through March 30th, 2025. You can enjoy a spectacular parade, beads by the handful, live music, and food from around the world, as well as New Orleans favorites. That's all we got. New Orleans. I like Mardi Gras. I feel like Mardi Gras is like a vibe. This is what I like about Universal, is like Halloween Horror Nights, a vibe, and you're like, oh, Mardi Gras, same vibe. And you're like, no, it's like a different type of vibe, but it definitely is a vibe. Like, the energy that parade brings to the park.
Oh my goodness! And if you can be one of the bead throwers from the floats, nothing compares to that feeling. You don't get to do that very often at a theme park.
No, right, riding a float. Yeah. That's what it's so cool. And then I don't know, kind of like passing out things that are free to theme park people. Theme park people love nothing more than free things.
I know. People are grinning ear to ear, like with their hands in the air waiting to catch a bead, and it brings you so much joy to throw them at people.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. No, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but events at Universal lately, the past couple of years, the food have been off the charts. It's like its own little food festival. HHN, Mardi Gras, and even Christmas time.
Listen, I did have a major miss at the last Mardi Gras. If people remember, I don't remember. It was a liege waffle thing, and it was disgusting. It was one of the worst things I've ever had in my life. However, there was some delicious other items I had. So I agree with you. And you know what I like? They mix it up.
They do.
Yeah, it always changes.
Yeah.
And
They'll
they
bring
get
back a
blankie cups
favorite
for
or
Mardi
two,
Gras
but
too.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have the one in my car in the backseat. I
Both
left.
HHN and Mardi Gras.
Well, I put it in the car because then I won't forget it. And then it's like, and then guess what? I forgot it in the car.
Me too. I had to buy a second one.
Yeah. Yeah, without fail. But I'm excited. I was going to ask you, what's crazy about Mardi Gras to me is actually it's included with your day of ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So then if this includes snacks, this also includes those Mardi Gras booths.
It sure does.
Here's the thing. That includes like the concert, the parade, this stuff. What a great time to come, because even if you are planning on coming for Epic Universe, I feel like this deal could very well pay for that itself, because I've seen Kelly Clarkson at Universal Studios twice, and it wasn't like she wasn't Kelly Clarkson at that time. So like one of those has been in the years I've worked for the Diz, and one was before it. But it was an incredible show. Who's somebody is there somebody you're kind of like, every now and then I like to throw it out in the universe and be like, maybe they'll get this person, you know?
I was just gonna say, throw it out there that, well, I've seen Sugar Ray at at Universal's Mardi Gras, and they shouted out the live action Scooby Doo, and then they started playing that song, Get Up, Get Up.
That's funny.
Yeah, great. As for artists, now I'm honestly kind of sad I missed out on Goo Goo Dolls last year.
Yeah.
I hope they make a return. It was my birthday party that night, so
Yeah, you're the reason I missed out on it.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'd love for them to come back. I'm trying to think of other.
Well, if they
ones
give
that
up
would be
forever.
fun. Oh.
And
To
I
touch-
give up. Okay, I couldn't remember the next line.
Oh my God.
I won't tell no one your name. I don't know all the words. I own one Goo Goo Dolls album, but I actually really like it.
There's like 4 songs that I would freak out over. Yeah. All the rest.
There's
should be
plenty.
good,
Yeah, oh my
but
God, yeah. I'm throwing it out
name.
there because they usually have, I feel like every year there's at least like one big name. Like, and you're like, oh, wow, that's a get, right? Every now and then. Not
Who would
every-
you hope for?
Chappell Roan.
Oh my God.
I would
Could you
hope that they
imagine?
booked before she blew up, because
Oh
I
my
saw that
God.
happen with a lot of festivals.
Yeah.
So I think it could be a possibility. I'm not saying it is.
The
I'm just
park
saying
would
like
be.
it would be the Kelly Clarkson thing all over
They
again.
would
It was.
sell
I've never seen
out.
it park so full. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Be people in City Walk just with
Well,
like,
it's not even if the
long
park sells
seats.
out. It'll sell out, but then you're like, everybody's in one part of the park at once, and you're like, oh God,
Yeah.
this is a lot of people.
I would suffer for it. Absolutely. Dress up like a mermaid, whatever she wants.
I always hope for
I'll do
Adam
it.
Lambert again, because he's come twice now, and I think twice, and he was like, no, it was definitely twice, 2 different albums, and his performance was actually one that caught me off guard, like phenomenal. I'm like, whatever, I like it enough, and then like I was like, oh, actually, I really like this, so it like really got me into it. So
Whatever happened to Clay Aiken? Maybe he could come or something.
why is Clay Aiken so angry? What makes Clay Aiken so angry? Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think through it, because they usually get people. I mean, I saw Becky G there, and I know she's big in the Hispanic community, but also she was the Yellow Power Ranger, so that was fun.
Oh.
Gavin DeGraw was a great concert. Some people put on. It was who was the one at the end? Toward the end.
Diana Ross.
No, it was a younger girl, Ava Max, who I was like,
yeah.
I know like a song. I knew like 15 songs, and I was like, oh my God. And the set, talk about like, oh my, that was a vibe that night. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Get her back. Well, that is all the info that we have now for Mardi Gras, but obviously we're going to keep you updated as that comes in. Chloe, you getting excited for Halloween Horror Nights right around the corner?
Oh, I'm very excited for Halloween
I am
Horror
excited.
Nights.
I think I'm going to do an update on the park transformation, or maybe a merchandise video or something like that. So make sure you're staying tuned for that. So before we close out, I know it's not the longest show. I wanted to do this little bit of a game with you. Okay, so Steve Porter recommended this to me. Apparently, it's popular with the youths on the internet.
Okay.
It's a blind ranking.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a category.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna read out. So it's like 1 through 5. I'm not reading them out in any particular order, but you have to rank them as I'm reading them out. So if I say spaghetti, you have to say a number 1 through 5. So if
without
you said,
knowing the rest of the options.
if you were like spaghetti, I love spaghetti, number 1, but then
Okay.
I said meatloaf, and you were like, oh my God, I love meatloaf, you'd be upset at yourself.
Meatloaf, they can come to
Yeah,
Mardi Gras
meatloaf.
concert.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would do anything for food. but I won't do that. Okay.
That's Goo Goo Dolls.
Right?
Right?
I would
Oh, no.
do
Oh, my God, yeah.
anything for love, but I won't do that. Okay, are you ready? Because
I'm so ready.
Because you talk so much about dining. This is going to be. Don't look at my computer. Don't cheat.
Okay.
This is going to be. This is going to be.
Okay.
Fast food.
At Universal?
I'm keeping it to Universal Studios Florida specifically.
Okay.
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 Okay. Number
1 through 6?
1 through 5. I'm
One
giving
through
you
5.
5. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
And you just have to rank them as I say it.
Got
okay.
it. Got it.
All right. Today Cafe. Stressful. 3. Okay. Okay, you heard it here, folks. Today Cafe, number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Fast Food Boulevard.
The Simpsons?
The Simpsons, yeah.
4.
4?
4.
Okay.
I haven't had any. Okay.
Okay, you're going to remember what you say, right? So, because I
Yeah.
can't, I need a third hand to write stuff down. Okay. Oh, I'm debating how I
I'm
am
so
going to read
scared.
this
This
next.
is
Okay.
killing me.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay. Leaky Cauldron.
1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Okay, so right now you have Leaky Cauldron number 1. You have
Simpsons. The
Simpsons number 4. You have
Today Cafe at 3. So
Today
I have 2 and
Cafe at
5
3.
left.
So you have 2 and 5 left. Okay, Mel's Dine-In.
2. Oh no! What's number 5? Oh no! What did I do? What have I done?
Minion Cafe.
Oh no! Oh shoot! I forgot about that. Oh no!
Well, I picked. There are more than
Okay.
5 dining locations, but those were the 5 I picked because I was trying to
Yeah.
make it difficult.
Okay, do I get to adjust now?
Okay, no. So you said. So first of all, you
So-
said what was number 1?
Number 1 was Leaky Cauldron.
Yeah, Leaky, and then number 2 was
Mel's.
which was a shock. I bet I knew you'd put that higher. Number 3 was Today Cafe, and number 4 you had
Boulevard, Fast Food
Simpsons.
Boulevard, yeah.
And then number 5, apparently, Minion's Cafe is trash to you. All right, so now you get the opportunity to tell me how you would have ranked them.
I think I would keep it. Okay, so I would do number 1 Leaky Cauldron still.
Okay, so you still think that's
honestly.
number 1? Okay.
Yeah, I go there the most, and I enjoyed those fish, and I like grapes. Speaking of grapes,
She loves grapes.
Circle back.
Wow.
Full circle. Number 2 would be Minion.
Yeah,
Those
I knew you'd
Minion
have
tots,
Minions.
and every menu item I've had there, like except some of the desserts, maybe. Number 3
What
would be
Whoa! Bump the brakes, young lady.
okay.
The peanut butter rock.
The peanut butter rock is great.
Okay, just
It's
making
the other
sure you're not
stuff.
slandering that fella.
Well, then the banana mousse was good too.
I don't think I had that. I only care
I want
about
to go
the
to
rock.
Minion Cafe. Can we go to
Yeah,
Minion
I'm
Cafe?
hungry.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up. Okay.
So Minion Cafe is number 2. What do I got left?
You have Simpsons, Mel's, and Today Cafe.
Today Cafe is number 3.
Oh, so that was where you wanted it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Today Cafe.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Today Cafe, it's got like little sandwiches in the morning. It has like fun little breakfast options. You can get a pastry.
Yeah.
You can get, it's like
And
good.
then
It's a
Fast
good
Food
spot.
Boulevard has the curly fries, right?
Yeah,
All
they
right,
do.
that's number 4.
Okay.
I think that might be, that's pretty much tied with number 3 for me. And then 5 is Mel's.
Mel's
You know,
favorite.
I know you said 1 through 5, but in my head looking back, I think I thought I was still doing 1 through 6. And that's why I was like, yeah, number 5 is, I'm sorry.
Well, I also kind of made this one a little easy for you because I was
You
like,
did?
yeah, because I was like,
It was
well,
still stressful.
there's like 3 solid and 2 kind of like in here, and
Yeah.
so I'm like, next time it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot trickier.
Do you have it lined up already?
No,
okay.
I could have had a second one. Like I know people are going to be like, why didn't you let Chloe do one for you? But the only problem with that
I'll do
is well, I guess there isn't a problem with that, but I just didn't give you advance notice because I wanted
Yeah.
to
I had no idea
do
what
a
this game
demo
was.
version of it first and
Yeah.
then let you
It's fun. We
explain
should
yourself.
keep it up.
Yeah, so I think we would do this for rides.
HHN.
HHN.
Yeah.
I think just like restaurants, experiences, whatever. So
We can do like defunct attractions that we want back too. because we know we're all about
Oh, I don't even know if there are
Miss-
5 that I can think of.
the Ghostbuster show, the Beetlejuice review, the Earthquake. We've got Confrontation. We've got Jaws.
You want Jaws back?
You don't want Jaws back?
I don't want to give up what we have for it.
I'm talking about
Making a new attraction. I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I hope that you enjoyed the little game here. We'll definitely be doing more of that in the future, I think.
Yeah.
So now that you know how it works, now that I know how it works, maybe
I'll prep a few.
Yeah, I think because that's the thing. I was going to be like, oh, do a dining one, but I didn't want you to know even the category. So I didn't want you to be like, oh, I'm going to, and then we'd have the same, thing. So we'll do one next week or next time that we do this. And I'll say like, okay, this is the category for today's episode. And then, we'll see it. We'll go from there for that. I think that'll be a fun episode. Well, maybe we'll do like attractions and we'll break it apart into like 3 sections. So we'll do like family friendly, thrill, and or shows or something like that. I don't know, but then we have to say the rules. Are we including extinct attractions in it? So you see what I'm saying? But I also want to help people like plan vacations at the same time, so it's kind of like we can't plan around that, but we could have a retro episode. I'd like to do those every now and then.
I would love that,
because that's the thing. I think Universal, I think people think that sort of love only has existed at Disney, and I feel like Universal's been around long enough now that it's been like that. I mean, think
look
about
at the parade.
Back to the Future. I mean,
Jaws,
that sort of
Jurassic
stuff.
Park.
Yeah, so there is that love and nostalgia for these parks now too. I mean, I think about the Terminator show. I was watching a clip from Terminator 2 the other day, and I was like, remember that show? And it's just like, I'm not saying one was better than the other, but
I'll be back.
But that's it. So thank you, everybody. Again, don't forget about Dreams Unlimited Travel when thinking about planning your next Universal vacation. A big shout out to our Patreon supporters. We couldn't do this without you, so we really do appreciate you. And if you like the video and you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you click that bell, you get notified whenever we put out any sort of content. Obviously, we're always open to feedback and suggestions, so leave those in the comments about, different topics you'd like seeing. Maybe there's an internet game out there I don't know about you'd like to see. I don't want to do that one where it's like the letter ranking. I don't care for that one so much. Okay. So don't leave that in the suggestions. If you are listening to this, please feel free to rate and review this wherever you do that, wherever you're listening to podcasts. I ran out of breath, and I think that's it. I think we're getting close to Halloween. There'll be a Halloween Horror Nights Hype House on the way. An episode where we say like the ones we're most excited
Hype
for.
list,
Things like this. Food reviews are coming up. Lots of fun stuff. But like I said, open to suggestions and content that you want to see. Things you want us to go through. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And I'm not Michael Bublé. Thank you, everybody. That's going to do it for us. Remember, be excellent to each other.